The big question, the 911 call. Let's listen to that call.
I don't know why I think they're yelling help, but I don't know. Just send someone quick. Say stop.
Okay. Does he look hurt?
I can't see him. I don't want to go out there. I don't know what's going on. So they're sending him.
So you think he's yelling help?
Yes.
All right. What is your phone number?
Just there's gunshots.
That is the call in question, whether or not one can tell who says what. Let's bring in our legal analyst, David Jansha from the NeJame law firm. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great. A lot of technical jargon once again today, talking about whether or not you can understand what's on the tape, and also talking about the validity of the instruments being used. What did you gather from today's testimony?
Well, I think that the defense witnesses appeared to be, in essence, more credible. Now, that's not necessarily the standard at the Fry hearing, but what seems important is that the state witnesses, their testimony may be likely to mislead or not be able to assist the jury. And it appears that what the defense is either attempting to show or may have shown so far is that the techniques and methods that were used are not generally accepted within the relevant community. So I'm not sure whether or not this 911 call evidence will come in.
Mm-hmm. Well, prior to the break for recess, the person on the stand right now, electrical engineer Dr. George Doddington, kind of laughed at the testimony given yesterday by Dr. Reich, who was had the video call yesterday, telephone call yesterday. It was a little hard to understand him, and he went back to that looping. He made a, he seemed very surprised that one would take a few seconds and loop it to get a better result.
That's correct, and I think that's part of what the issue is in regards to the scientific reliability and general acceptance in the community. I think his exact words were, "That's ridiculous." Where an expert who looks specifically at the statistical nature of the methods used, if that individual believes that it's ridiculous, and I think there was also some testimony that it would be a new and novel area, it makes it difficult to seem that this evidence or this 911 call, which could potentially be instrumental for the case or is instrumental for the case, would be admitted. Now, that's still to come forward because we have to hear more testimony and see what Judge Nelson is going to do in regards to her ruling.
All right, thank you, David. We still have to finish with Dr. Doddington, and as you said, there is one more witness to be called. Let's switch over to News 13's Christine Webb, who's been monitoring our live chat this afternoon and all day since the beginning of the pretrial hearing. And Christine, what's been going on in the chat?
Well, as you can imagine, Jackie, many people have some pretty passionate opinions about this case. We want you to log online right now to cfnews13.com/chat. We've been hearing from many of you about this case and what you're seeing this morning. Also, many of you just asking some really good questions. We know that we've had our legal analyst, Mark NeJame, taking part in our chat as well, answering many of your questions. So this is really a great opportunity for you to not only voice your opinion, but also to ask some great legal questions. And I want to bring back in David Jansha, the attorney at NeJame Law, because we've been getting many questions on this chat. One thing that we were talking about earlier was, would somebody want to be on this jury for the George Zimmerman murder trial? And David, we know that jury selection is set to take place starting on Monday. Kind of describe for us, because many people have been asking, what goes on in a process like this?
Well, this case is a little bit different in that we have a large number of potential jurors that have been called or summoned to come to court. In essence, what will happen when or if the trial does go forward Monday is that these prospective jurors will be questioned in regards to their particular biases. Everybody comes with a background and a particular bias, but the most important issue is that there be a fair trial and fair jurors.
All right, we're going to continue to have our live online chat that's going on right now at cfnews13.com/chat. Remember, News 13 has you covered both on TV and also online as well. So cfnews13.com/chat. Make sure you ask your questions. Jackie?
All right, thanks so much, Christine. And before we get to that all-important weather, our weekend weather, we're going to bring it back in our legal expert, David Jancha. And David, what do you think that we can expect this afternoon as far as they've discussed the 911 call, and Dr. Doddington is saying that, you know, you really can't tell what's going on. So what more do you think we're going to be hearing?
I believe the defense is going to try to make further connection in regards to the scientific methodology that was used, and specifically the error rates and issues related to those. The main issue, or one of the first issues that gets addressed in the Fry test, is whether or not this information is going to assist the jury. Based upon Dr. Doddington's testimony that we heard today as it being ridiculous, and the other testimony that we've heard today, I think that the defense has established quite a bit. It's going to be up to Judge Nelson to make the ruling, but I think we'll hear more about the methodology, about the speaker recognition and speech recognition, specifically what words are audible, if any.
All right, thank you so much, David Jancha. He is with the NeJame Law. Right now, the court is in session. They've broken for lunch until 1:45. Judge Deborah Nelson giving them a short break. You're looking at a live picture right now of the Seminole County Criminal Justice Center in Sanford, where court will resume at 1:45.